right, we're here. It's last call. We're back. Iffy, what did you get in your email? These conversations are happening.
So, while in between us, I got an invite to be considered for Twitch.
There you go.
And I excitedly tell Madness, I was like, guess who got invited to Twitch Rivals? And Madness goes, did you get invited or did you get a email to be considered? And Madness was correct, and it felt bad. I'm almost at plat. I was plat last season, y'all. Please believe me. I'm gonna get to diamond this season. That's my goal. Dude,
I love Madness too. After he did that, we were all laughing because it sounded like such a slam, right? And then Madness just went, "It's I'm not being an asshole."
Yeah, because I was like. Immediately he said that, and my mind immediately went, wait, I got that same exact email literally the other night. So I was like, did you just get that email too? Yeah,
which means they must be doing it by rank. So, since I'm probably a rank under you the next day, and then whoever's under me will probably get it tomorrow.
Yeah.
Hold on, did I freeze? Yep, I did. Hold on.
I thought you were doing a bit.
He's
landed. My camera has been doing this weird thing where it disconnects intermittently after a long period of time. So, but we're back.
Dude, this fucking console is huge. Like, I know I'd seen images, right? A lot of people like comparing the next gen stuff and whatever, but it's like standing next to my PC tower, and it's damn close to the same height. And as we discussed earlier, I'm a very short man. This is like a portion of my body height. Like, I mean, it's big.
This is how we should do height relations for the next generation consoles. We just get a cardboard cutout of Jeremy, and then put the console next to it, and just snap a photo, and that's how you know.
I am 3.5 PS5s high. I also didn't realize that I don't think the controller has batteries. I think it's all you just have to charge it.
Yeah, you just plug it in.
I guess the PS4 was that way, right? I didn't do a lot of gaming on the PS4.
Yeah, and the PS4 was like that too.
Yeah. But I guess now I wait. I wait for God of War for Horizon.
Yeah.
I'm so pumped for those to come out. Hopefully a lot of good games this year coming out.
Yeah, it's gotten really dry. When I'm looking for something to do in my free time with my team and stuff, so we'll usually have schedules where we work, compete together, for, VOD reviews, so like that. We have schedules for all that, but we've been setting aside time to where we just play whatever game is out, and there's just nothing. So we go to play I don't know, Rust, Rainbow Six Siege, just random stuff, but there's nothing new and exciting. Valheim's really good. There's a lot of cool things to it, but I feel like it feels like, to me at least, I grew up playing RuneScape, WoW, I played Rust, Minecraft, all that kind of stuff, and it kind of just feels like I'm just playing those games already. It doesn't feel like something new. It's just something updated graphically with new ideas, concepts, and stories, but I feel like I just played it already. But,
yeah, makes sense.
Nonetheless, it is a really, really good game. I think a lot of people are enjoying it, and it's one of my teammates has been grinding it. It's all he plays. He gets off after tournaments and he just plays it. But when I play it, the building is really satisfying. I will say the building in it is really satisfying. It's similar to Rust, if you ever played it, where there's structural integrity, so you have to build in a way that makes sense. And it's really cool, but again, it kind of just feels like a game that I've already played, if that makes sense.
Is that because I'm trying to think if it's a game that I'm gonna really enjoy or not, and so if you had to compare it to another game, you think Rust would be the one to go for? It's
it's a Rust Minecraft thing based in a Viking storyline. I think for you guys, if you were to play it for Achievement Hunter or something, you guys got together and played it, I think you could probably make a solid few episodes if you could just figuring it out and playing. But as far as longevity goes of it, I feel like it could get boring kind of quick. But again, that's just me. It doesn't mean it'll be boring for you guys though.
Yeah.
We're playing a crowded genre, that's for sure.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of false starts of games where it's like people are hyped up, like Ark when it came out. It's yes, dinosaurs, crafting, survival, 20 frames per second, no matter what server you jump onto, you know, like, and like barely functioning. But I think that's the thing I heard about Valheim was like, yes, it's early access, but like it's already like super streamlined and polished, so it doesn't like, feel like it. So it's already fun. And you also have the expectation that more is coming, which is always nice.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys played any of it. I will say, because like I said, I literally grew up playing like RuneScape and World of Warcraft, so like I'm big into those MMOs. New World was a really surprisingly good game. If you guys played that when it was in alpha at all, it feels like it lacks a little bit of direction to who it's catering to. Like if it's like for PvP players, PvE. But I will say like that game for like MMO had a ton of potential though. I enjoyed it a lot.
Are they moving forward with it, or did they stop it? Because
I think I heard it was supposed to come out in spring, and someone told me, I don't know if it's true, but I think they like postponed it back to like August or something.
August. Yeah, but I like the look of it, all of the stuff, and you know, real excited to see Amazon Game Studios get a win, because that like what was that game that it was like
they had two games that just flopped. There was one that was like a MOBA that was also like a volleyball game or something.
Yeah, I was
it was
thinking
like it was like a MOBA, but the goal was to get like a glowing orb into your opponent's base, like hockey.
Oh yeah, there was something like that, and then you had different classes, right?
Yeah,
Crucible. Yeah, I was playing Crucible.
Oh, yeah.
No, that was the newer one. The one I was thinking of was like years ago, and it never made it out of beta.
Oh, really?
Crucible died really quickly too.
Yeah,
that was.
It was too big. It was too big in my opinion. Like it needed to be close. Like it was really hard to get engagements off, and then it just kind of felt a little one-sided. Like once a team got the lead, it didn't feel like you could really come back. Also, people really weren't really.
I couldn't tell from an outsider's perspective. I couldn't tell what the game was trying to be. Like, I couldn't understand its identity, or like what exactly was the point of it. Like I'm cool with genre mashups. You just got to make sure I know which genres are being mashed up. That one just looked like a hodgepodge of just weird ideas thrown together.
No, I've noticed that a lot with games recently too, and that's what I don't know if we're kind of getting like the catch up of like COVID and stuff like that with like in relation to like developing of these games, since everybody like any effective like company had to like shrink down their size and stuff for game developments. I know that happened like all across the board, and a lot of it's remote. But I don't know if we're kind of getting like the catch up for that. But like, man, it felt like there's been nothing in the last several months, just anything that's like, wow, this is awesome, and it's like a new thing that's like taking off. It just
the only thing that's really captured everyone is Phasmophobia. Like that.
Oh my god, I love Phas.
Oh yeah,
that game is just like relentlessly great. Like it's always a good time, even though it's stupid janky.
Yeah,
like real bare bones, but the idea behind it is so cool. And makes for great co-op stuff.
It made me so sad because like I don't know if there was a reason for it, but they stuck to him, like one person being the developer.
Yeah, the
for the
developer is really weird.
And
He I think he went on record saying that he didn't want to hire people to help him build the game because he didn't want anyone to divert from his vision.
Yeah,
which is weird to say, because if you're a game developer, the whole idea is you hire people who share your vision, right? You're not going to hire someone who's like, oh, I don't like ghost stuff. Like, no, why would you do that?
Yeah,
that doesn't make sense.
Yeah, no, it makes me really sad because when I first played Phas, it was me and my good friend, and oh my god, it was such a good game. I remember going to tell Alfredo, I was like, dude, Alfredo, you need to try this. Like, the game was so much fun. The part that like sucks is like no one plays it anymore because he like was stubborn about it, and it's just him. Like, there's no content. Like when you get to a certain point, you played enough, you know exactly when the ghost is gonna do something. When it starts hunting, you know, you just hide. It's not that like you know all the scenarios and when it's gonna happen. Like nothing surprises you. Maybe like an occasional like hiss in your ear freaks you out, but like you know when like crap's gonna happen when it's gonna happen. And like no new maps, no new content, no new ghosts, no new like it needs like you need to be adding so many different like paranormal scenarios and stuff. And
I'm not even like I honestly like I don't care for new maps. That's fine. Like I'm good with what they have. Just focus on making it feel random. like as random as possible.
They need to diversify the scenarios and create like so many more different type of sound effects, different types of actions, like the doors, you know, maybe like if the ghost is getting really hype, everything on these shelves just falls over on you. Like there just needs to be so many different types of scenarios where it's like
what would be really cool is if like everyone walks out, like everyone who's playing walks out of the kitchen, and when they return, all the cupboards are open.
That's what I'm saying.
Like in the movies, like something like that.
Yeah.
Some little touches like that would be great.
We were talking about if there was some sort of function where someone could get like possessed or something and they can't control themselves anymore. They just like walk off into the house or something.
Oh my gosh,
like,
yeah.
Like a haunt is starting and you're like, I can't go the other way.
It cuts their mic so they can't even like tell you they're being possessed.
Yeah.
They just go quiet and they start walking away. That'd be so freaky.
We also talked about we would have loved in Phasmophobia if like when you die, they added in the ability that you can now pick up and throw objects when you're dead.
Right.
But if you could still talk to people through the spirit box, it's like if someone had this
that would be
spirit
so
box
sick.
and like you're just coming over it, like guys, you're fucked. Like
it would be even better if it's like because like the spirit box only does like 1 or 2 words at a time, so you'll say something and it will just choose which words to throw out.
That would be so dope. Oh,
that was one of those games. It's like it's insanely fun to play, but like Madness said, the repetitive nature of it eventually caught up with it. I felt a very similar way about I mean, I personally felt that way about Fall Guys. They started updating with a lot of different games, but that kind of fell off for me. In Silence was another brilliant one. I don't know if you ever played that one, but In Silence,
the one where you're a rake.
Yeah, rake is the
and like you can barely see. Yeah, I played that with Funhouse.
And it's like, you know, he's based off of sounds. You want sound and like really fun game, but it's the same thing of like there's one map, there's one objective. And once you start to learn like how everything works, then you just fall out of it. And you're like, oh, what's the point? I know how this match will go. Why play it again?
Yeah, it gets even more disappointing because you're like, when like I get that same feeling with like Phaz. It's like when I first played it, I was like terrified. Like I remember my very first like run that we did. It was me and my friend. We were like going into this house. You're like inching in, and then you hear the ambience, and we were terrified. And then this little baby just comes running at us, and I freaked out. I kicked my desk, started screaming, and then and it sucks because you remember that feeling of like, this game's awesome, you're into it, and then it just is like I don't even want to play it anymore because it's like I know when stuff's gonna happen. It's a crappy feeling.
Yeah, it is. Unfortunately, I got back into just the other day a game that I haven't played in a long time. So Dead by Daylight. I used to play that game constantly, and now I only play it like if Achievement Hunter is making a video. Like a new killer comes out, Achievement Hunter will make a video where it's just the 5 of us and we just fuck around. Like it's not competitive in any way. It's like it's full of bits and like we were just messing around. But I started playing it again the other day, like actually going online and competitively playing it. And that game, dude, like the meta of that game has gotten insane. Of people like, these are the perks that synergize with each other. This is what you got to take. Like, oh, that guy's running this perk. All right, well, you got to make sure that you have this counter to it, or you know, destroy this thing for it. It's crazy. I tried to jump back into it, and like I'm like bottom tier level again. Like, you know, I prestiged like a while ago one of the killers, and now I'm back to because it just drops down every season. So I went and played against people, and like at the end, and there's a chat at the end, which is always great, right? Like the match is over, and then there's the whatever frustrations are in someone's body, it's coming out in that chat. And like I'll just watch it, and people are like, oh, I see you got to run this perk to try to get your wins. And I'm like, I don't even know what this does. Like, this had a picture of a spider. I picked it.
Like, oh, man. I know it is so funny. People getting like hyper competitive in that game. But I'm like, hey, look, I'm just trying my best.
Yeah.
If I win, I got lucky.
Right. Yeah. Hey, you escaped. Nice job. Like I'm a kill. I don't know where you are. Like I'll end the thing and I'll be typing like, "Hey, good job. Like you guys did really great." And they're like, easy win. This killer don't know." I'm like,
easy trash killer. Get him out.
Trash killer. See, I'm like, I'm trying, guys. I'm just
I just came here to have fun.
I just want to have fun. I saw such a sad. It was like, I don't know what game it was supposed to be from, Smite or something, where someone was mad at their teammate, And it might have been set up or whatever, but it's just like this really funny clip of someone writing in chat like what the hell were you doing out there or something like that. And the guy just wrote my best. It's just like I understand that so much.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah, sorry, it's not my bad.
Just doing my best, man.
Yeah, just doing what I can. Just jumped in. I got this game. It's been real fun, but I don't know the meta. I'm not on the Reddit.
I always, I can't really play competitive games very much. I don't play them all because I used to play Siege with Fredo a lot. But I fell out of especially Siege because you really are relying on your teammates in games like that.
Yeah. I was really big into Siege for a while.
Yeah, dude.
And
you fall off for too long, you try to come back.
Oh yeah, you got to buy 50 people. You're like, oh gosh, I got to get this whole new roster, and then you pick them. And you're like, wait, what do they do? I was like, this one, this one will snatch a wall. What is snatch a wall? That's the new meta, bro. You don't know how to snatch a wall. You know how to snatch a wall? Come on now.
When you see a gadget, you're like, I don't even know what that is. What's that gonna do to me?
Oh yeah. Oh
that's
my
why I'm okay with playing Dead by Daylight because it's a 1v4 scenario. I can be the one. So if I fuck up, I'm not messing it up for anyone else. I'm just messing it up for me. They're good. They're just playing their game. I'm just some obstacle. It's when I'm playing a game like Siege and I screw up, I do something wrong. I feel like, oh fuck me, especially when Fredo's like, hey, come play with me and Kanto or whatever professional people we're playing with. We're gonna play ranked. I'm like, what are you doing to me? What do you want? I don't even start the match. I walk 2 steps, I'm dead. Then I just get on cameras.
It gets tough. Being a part of team games is all there's really fun parts to it though, because I don't know if it's because of being a part of an organization, but it has really opened me up, and I've matured in the sense of learning proper communication and healthy communication with other people, and how there's a lot of people that I see, at least in the pro scene, a lot of who don't have healthy communication skills, and it irritates the crap out of me because that's something that we're really potent about on CLG. You just learn how to be an effective communicator a lot through playing team games if you take them seriously. So there's some value to it, but it definitely I can completely understand, because I know when I play different FPS games and team games, and I die because I don't really feel comfortable in the game because it's not my main game. It does get really frick, my teammates need me and I'm just doing nothing.
Yeah. But
I get it.
At the same time, being on an effective team is I totally understand that. I've seen Fredo do runs and Destiny raids and stuff like that when the team's really communicating and
oh, it's an amazing feeling to have it.
Crazy.
Oh yeah. Well, that's when I knew that was the big difference, is the communication, because once you start doing gaming, content creation, and you start playing with pros our one I'm Madness 51-year-old esports star right here. You totally do know the difference, because they'll be oh, this person is right here, and then you turn your crosshairs there and shoot, and you're oh, that's what I was missing. Me and my friends are not giving each other any information. We're just yelling, being mad because we're dead. God, I got killed.
No, that's an amazing part for me, at a higher level of play, and it's a little bit easier because Apex is only 3, so it's 3 of us. So it's a lot easier versus Siege, where it's 5 people or whatever. But it's really cool when you reach at a higher level. You reach this level where you're communicating with each other, and you're without even trying to do it, you're just playing off of each other without meaning to. It's a really, really cool feeling, because instantly you back up because you're getting shot at, your teammates, they're helping you, and you don't even have to say anything. It just happens. It's a really, really, really awesome thing to have. It's a really cool feeling for sure.
That's tight. Oh, the lights are coming up. The lights are coming up. Last call for alcohol. You know how we do it.
Closing time.
Yeah. Oh man. Everyone who picks that at karaoke, I'm all right, we get it. Okay.
Yeah. Time to leave.
Yeah. Let's retire. Closing time. Santeria.
right. Turn those
stop
lights up.
believing
Order
still
your
there.
last draught. Get your last draught
Okay.
beer.
Yeah. Get your
Get that
drots. Get your
Get your
drots.
draught on.